ioEther. I got this.
Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is Slim Jim, the newest applicant to the IO clan. And we'll stop at not showing his game, because he's only an app, right? He's not actually part, but he's a friend. And this game is worth seeing. So, this is obviously a tier 9 game on Al Hoof. We have the only top tier heavy tank. And of course, Wargaming can't possibly remember my settings because that'd be stupid. Also, sorry for the glitches because of course, 9.15 replay being showed in 9.15, it's gonna have some glitches, right? You just kind of expect things like that. Hasn't been fixed yet, and neither has the fire sound glitch because you know, duh. You know, it's not like, you know, they fixed stupid like this, but it's not the point. I'm not gonna get angry about that. We're just gonna get into this game. But before we do, as always, if you want to support the channel directly, my game list link will be in the description below, or you can hit that like button if you enjoy it. That will help too. Ooh, look at that! 2 marks of excellence on that KV5. So he's gonna be a big part of this game, then I assume, because 2 marks of excellence and the skull thingy obviously means he's pro. Well, it means he's at least played the KV5 a lot and is pretty good at it. But as he is effectively bottom tier in this game, it's going to be harder for him. Slim pulls up to this corner. Is he setting up here? It looks like he is. Aiming in, and now he's just going to let enemies walk into his shots as his friendlies continue to push around. Mod 1. Setting the Mod 1 on fire. Ooh, that was either a really fast fire extinguisher or an auto fire extinguisher going off right there. And that poor Mod 1 he's not out of this fight by any means, but he is not in a good way. And he's going to have to be really careful. Aiming carefully. He may have hit the gun mantle with that shot, or he just may not have the pen on his stem. I think 276 will probably go through the front of Freddy, right? Either way, he has loaded up some gold, so this next round is definitely going to punch through something. He loaded up with the anticipation of finding that Ferdinand still in front of him, but the Ferdinand has fallen all the way back, and now he's waiting for this Panther to do something stupid, like poke his head out, in which case Slim is just going to take it off. Come on, Panther. Do something dumb. Come on, do something dumb. Yeah, like that. Sadly, that low roll of only 681 damage. This gun averages 500. This gun averages 750 damage. How that turned into 500 in my head, I don't know, but apparently it did for that last mumble sentence crap. So we're just going to come around the corner and pop a Pershing here in a few seconds, ignoring the shots from everything else. There we go. That's a more average roll as the Panther continues to ding off of us. IS-3A electing to shoot at the 5120 instead of finishing off the last of the Pershing. It's, no, it's not worth the shot. Yeah. As the Panther finally puts one through, I assume, the side of our turret. I don't know where the Pershing or the Panther put the shot through, but wherever it went through, it did a little bit of damage. As Slim moves on, there is, in fact, a Mutz behind him, but it's surrounded by enough of the team. He doesn't actually have to go hunting for it, but he is, and he is going to do a decent amount of damage to the back end of a poor Mutz that could do nothing to defend himself. And Slim immediately loads. Wait, has he been shooting gold this entire time? I wasn't paying attention. He may have been shooting gold. I'm assuming that's accidental, and he meant to switch over to default rounds, but he didn't. Hitting the Foch for 800 damage. Ooh, and he still got the gold loaded. I wonder if he tapped a 2 key by accident at some point and doesn't realize he's shooting gold right now. The front of a proto is definitely something you could use a little bit of gold for, but some of the other targets he's fired at, not so much. We'll see, I assume, as he gets later onto this game. This is going to be a really expensive game for him, though. If he's fired nothing but gold since that first shell, Mod 1, who's been damaged and at the back for so long, is finally going to die after taking our tracks off, and that's all he did. I assume he was aiming for the drive wheel on the M103 and missed and hit our outside drive wheel. Yeah, that's great. Pile up into the dead T28 corpse. That'll help a lot. And our KV5 friend is dead. Wow, I didn't even notice when that happened. Ooh, look at that. Snapshot on the move. No. Probably for the best anyway. As Slim comes rumbling in here, the Batchat is going to flee for his life. He's using the downhill and the speed of the French artillery line, and he's just going to bolt. No, he's actually turning to face. Looks like he's going to try and shotgun the Mutts, who's more or less walking into the shot. We'll see if this connects. Nope, Mutts takes him out. The Batchat had been on full health when he made that move. He probably could have either killed or severely damaged that poor Mutts, because he would have been able to absorb the first shot from the Mutts and then shotgun him in return. And 700 damage against the Mutts is probably effectively what a Batchat would do. Batchat artillery, anyway. It's unlikely Slim is going to get any more shots into this game, because the 704 is going to die, and the IS-3A is somewhere else. Sad. Sad. He's still showing gold. I'm going to assume he does not realize he has got gold loaded. He races to try and hit this IS-3A, who's full health, or not nearly full health, and over there, this is going to be a beautiful shot. Tracking him in place, and all the spotting damage as we pause the game right there. So other than the fact that he was using gold that entire time for no good reason, this was a well-played game of a T30 always being at the right place at the right time. Take it from Slim, who's either played the T30 enough to want to put a skin on it, or just arrogant enough to do so. I don't know which, but really, he obviously deserves it from this game. When you're pushing with the T30, pace it. Your reloads are long, and you're not all that fast. So you can't relocate really quickly if you do something like overextend. So you have to make sure you're always pushing with friends, which Slim definitely did, and he took shots that he had either clean or advantageous shots. None of them were overly aggressive or shots that he had to put himself out there and really risk getting annihilated in return. He took the shots that were available to him, and every time he had his gun loaded, he pretty much had another shot lined up or pretty close to it, and thus he only took a little bit of damage. That Panther, I think, was the only thing that actually did damage to him the entire game, and everything else either dinged off or didn't shoot at him because it didn't realize he was as big a threat as he was, or he was never in position for them to shoot him. Either way, great game, Slim. Mastery Badge First Class, Bruiser, Fire for Effect, and then of course the Confederate and the High Caliber. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. He was always in position to shoot something every time his gun was loaded, or pretty close to it. That Panther took a little bit of time to line up, but once he did, that guy really did not like that. There we go. 5,500 damage in a T30. And you can see by how much damage the rest of his team did, that if he wasn't there to do that damage, his team would have struggled a lot harder to win that game. And it wasn't like he outraced his teammates by a lot either. He was pretty much keeping pace with them. And the fact that he fired, that he barely got touched that game, meant that even though he fired a lot of gold that game, he still made a nice bit of money. Now, of course, if he fired all standard rounds, this would be a different figure, and he would have made a ton of cash. But that's okay, too. This is definitely worth it. Either way, he would have made some money. And 400 damage blocked by armor, all from that Panther, I think. And a little bit of assistance damage at the end as he tracked the IS-3 in a really horrible position. And it just died. So thank you again, Slim, for sending this in, and thank you to everybody else who's watching this. Remember, if you want to support the channel directly, the best way, as always, is my GameWhisp account, linked in the description below. Or you can hit that like button if you enjoyed that. That really does help out quite a bit as well. Anyways, thank you all for watching this ioEther out. Have a great night.